Bonjour, y'all. My name is Brita, and today on Witches Unite, I am doing a night bus live stream, which is what I normally do on Thursday afternoons from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. One of these days, I will actually remember to brew a new pot of tea before like 3:25, which is usually when I remember that I'm out of tea. And then, of course, I end up being a few minutes late to my own live stream. Also, one of these days, I will actually remember to... Oops, I did not mean to bump my mic. One of these days, I will remember to schedule my live stream more in advance so that more people can see it come up on YouTube. But I don't know when those days will come. So, hi Joseph, hi Debbie. I am glad that you guys are both here. I'm going to grab these brilliants real quick. Debbie has put out a good reminder that there are new assets to download. These are just the assets for the upcoming events. Sorry, no update yet. Adventure Stink is still broken. But yeah, let me just grab these brilliants. So... I'm only on the third set of tasks for the Brilliant event. It took me a really long time to get all of the rune stones. And I had actually picked up a Brilliant Portkey in the previous event with the intention of walking it off and then opening it during this task. But between my best friend visiting last week and then we've just had a lot of rain that I haven't been able to do any walking. So I haven't unlocked a new Portkey in ages. Come on. I am tapping download all assets. There is a red dot. Come on. Come on, red dot. Y'all, this is so annoying. Does this ever happen to you guys? There we go. So, yes, Joseph is already done with the Brilliant event. I'm not surprised. He finishes them really fast. It's very impressive. So, did it download all the assets? I don't know what's going on with my phone, y'all. Debbie got a restricted section book from an ad today. Every little bit helps. Yeah, that is awesome. So, I don't know if I've gotten a restricted section book yet, but I have gotten gold multiple times. I've gotten 10 gold multiple times. And, yeah, it's always a bummer when you get a single ingredient, especially if the single ingredient is basically anything other than Snowdrop. That's what I always need, a Snowdrop. But when you get one of the, really good bonuses from the ad, I feel like it makes up for when you get just the regular ingredients. So, hello, Clutchin, welcome. Hello, Okay, I know I'm saying I'm emphasizing the wrong syllables here to get the two T's in. Incontinentum, no. Incantantum, no. I'm gonna work on it. Or maybe I'll just learn how to say your real name. So, hi Melissa, welcome. Debbie has also gotten a bunch of gold from the ads, which is awesome. I am doing quite well today. Thank you. I have my fresh cup of tea. We are officially in it's funny because if y'all have been here before, you know that I drink hot tea even when it's 100 degrees outside. But we're officially in hot tea weather. So now I'm drinking tea even longer during the day. And I am definitely somebody who I am not one of those people who brews tea correctly. I'll just confess that. I don't time it out and I reuse my tea bags. But because I'm now drinking so much tea in the day. I'm actually using 2 tea bags a day for brewing my tea. Not counting, of course, my herbal tea in the evening, which is separate than my black tea during the day, or my herbal tea in the afternoon. This is black tea. It's only 3:30, so I think I'll be okay. Black tea doesn't have like as much caffeine as like soda or coffee or anything like that. I talk a lot about tea. Y'all are so patient with me. I bet none of you thought, oh yeah, we're gonna go watch Witches Unite, talk about Harry Potter stuff, and also she's gonna ramble about tea every single week. So thank you for being here, even though I talk about tea a lot. Anyway, maybe it's just been a while since I've downloaded assets. That's a possibility. It's almost done. So if anyone is new here, let me know. We are about to get on the night bus. We're going to do some wizarding challenges. And in order to do that, you need to know what the beacon strategy is. So if you are new, if you do not know what the beacon strategy is, please let me know in chat and I will explain it. I've also thought, I haven't done this yet, but I've thought about doing a video explaining the beacon strategy. I think James of Expecto Go has done that. And like most of my subscribers subscribe to his channel too. But there are at least some people who I think subscribe to me and not him. So I really like the beacon strategy. It's a great workaround since the game does not give us a way to have like private night buses. So Melissa loves my tea talks. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. I just have a very deep passion for tea. And so I'm just always going to talk about it. All right, I am getting on the night bus. I am in Ruins 3. So come find me. And I have my second device today. So if you need me to add you as a friend, we can do that too. Because for the beacon strategy to work, you do need to be friends with like at least some of the other people who are participating. So like if you're friends with Debbie, that's good. If you're friends with Joseph, if you're friends with Melissa, the 3 of them are here most weeks. So they are good people to be friends with to do the beacon strategy. I would say Debbie and Joseph. I don't know about Melissa. Sorry, if you are showing up in other people's live streams and I haven't noticed, I apologize. But Debbie and Joseph show up in the other night bus live streams pretty often, so they are good to be friends with so that you can use the beacon strategy with like multiple Wizards Unite YouTubers. So anyway. All right, well, since Melissa likes my tea talks and no one has popped up in chat needing an explanation for the beacon strategy yet, I want to talk a little bit about the tea I'm drinking. This is a pumpkin tea, not pumpkin spice, although, I mean, it has pumpkin spice in it, but a pumpkin tea. It's by Celestial Seasonings. I love it. It's basically, I started drinking it probably about halfway through September, and this will be the primary tea I drink through November, at which point I will switch to a Nutcracker Spice tea, which is a really good holiday tea. Hi, Joshua. Welcome. How are you doing today? All right, I'm still beaconing in Ruins 3, you guys. Ruins 3. Also, so my normal black tea is Fast Lane. That's what I drink most of the year. That is an extra caffeinated tea. Also, most of my teas are from Celestial Seasonings. I'm like a fangirl for Celestial Seasonings. If anybody has a contact at Celestial Seasonings, they should sponsor my live streams because I'm pretty much always drinking tea by Celestial Seasonings during my live streams. So, hey, if y'all wanna pay me to talk about your tea, I can do a better job of promoting it. But yeah, so the fast lane tea, I just drink plain. Like, I don't add any sugar or cream or anything to it. This pumpkin tea, I like to add a little bit of milk. So this is like right now I'm drinking it with non-dairy oat milk. I had been using non-dairy creamer, but I used all of that. Joshua's doing great because he's waiting to hear back from a company he interviewed and he's expecting a job offer. Oh my gosh, Joshua, that is so exciting. Congratulations. Best of luck. Fingers crossed. Positive vibes. That is awesome. Bryn, hello. Welcome. We can do an entire stream talking about food and drinks. It's true. I want to say, like, it's really funny, and part of it is probably just the timing of when, like, James and Shanna and I all do our night bus live streams. All of us stream, like, before dinner. Well, and of course, that depends on your time zone, but, like, Shanna is in her time zone, yeah, she streams, like, 3:30 to 5:30. Which for me would be like 4:30 to 6:30. James usually does 3:30 to 5:30. I usually do 3:30 to 5:30. And so it's like time to talk about dinner. Plus, it's cozy weather. Again, it depends on where you live. But I'm in Georgia. We have had a lot of rain lately. In fact, gosh, I don't know if it was yesterday or Tuesday, but the rain was so loud that it woke me up. And it was in between. Dan usually gets up around 6:30. And he was already gone. So it was in between when he wakes up and like when my alarm went off. But I was like, oh, it's all like raining and stuff. I just want to cuddle my husband and he's not here. Because, he'd already started working. But that's okay. I just took all of our stuffed animals, which, by the way, Dan and I sleep with 6 stuffed animals in our bed. This is a completely normal thing. 100%. So I just took all 6 of them and did a really big snuggle and went back to sleep. But yeah, with the rain, it's snuggle weather. Joseph has found the bus, and I saw that Syrups has also found the bus. Very exciting. Lots of people on the night bus already. Debbie, was Dan work from home and he's back in the office now? No, he is still working from home. He sometimes has to go in the office for like trainings or for specific meetings, but he's mostly still working from home. So I meant by what he was gone, I meant that he wasn't in bed with me anymore. He really likes working from home, and I love it because I love having him home all the time. He usually starts working around 7 these days, maybe 7:30. It's just nice because he doesn't have a commute anymore, and he previously was commuting about 30 minutes each way, and the only way he could have a commute of only 30 minutes was by leaving the house around 6. Because if he left any later, then his morning commute would be 45 minutes or even an hour. And by getting to the office really early, he could also leave the office around 4. And so, again, his commute was only 30 minutes. We actually have a lot of work travel this month. I say we. I am just the supportive wife who follows her husband around the country as he travels for work. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I love traveling and it's really cheap for me to tag along because we just have to pay for my food and like my plane ticket. But yeah, we're going to be in Nashville next week. So, by the way, next week I will not be live streaming because I think Thursday we might actually be on the road. Is it Thursday we're driving or is it Friday? Yeah, Thursday we're driving. So he has a conference in Nashville next week. And it's just, I think it's all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday morning. But we're then driving from Nashville to Ohio. so that we can spend a couple of days with Dan's family. Because, like, if we're already in Nashville, it's not that bad of a drive to get to Ohio to see his family. But then we will have a long drive coming back the following week. And at the end of the month, we are going to California. And we are going to California for like a week and a half. So if anybody is in Southern California and you want to hang out with me, maybe Dan, but I mean, he's going to be working and I'll be doing all of my normal Wizards Unite stuff. But like my schedule will be flexible. So if anyone's in Southern California, you want to hang out, let me know. Hi, Mad Mags. Welcome. I see that you found the bus already, and Melissa is on the bus already. So this is great. People are finding the bus really fast. Once again, if you are new here and you don't know about the beacon strategy, please let me know and I will explain it. I'm going to do this beacon for another minute, and then I'm going to go in the basket, and I'm going to add Clutchin as a friend. I think Clutchin is the one who left. Yeah, who gave his friend code. Just so Clutchin, you can find me. I don't know if you're friends with anyone else in the group, so. But I needed to get the party started as the initial beacon. So now that more people are beaconing, other people can find them. It's a good system. Well, again, it's a good workaround system because we don't have the actual function in the game to find each other. But, you know, we do what we can. Okay, now that 4 other people want to do that. All right, I am going in the basket, Diagon Alley, but that's what we mean by basket. You know, you see the little Diagon Alley icon in the top right. And I am using my iPhone, which I have a bunch of random stuff pulled up. I'm using my iPhone to add a Clutchin. Clutchin is friends with a few people here. Good. That is perfect. It's always helpful to be friends with multiple people because you don't know like who's going to be on the bus first. And sometimes if I'm having to work on an event, like I have a couple of adversaries or something, somebody else will actually start the beacon instead of me. So it's just... So I'm happy to still add you as a friend. It's easier to have multiple friends. All right, let me highlight your friend code so I can see it easily. Memorizing numbers is not one of my strong points. Clutchin, is your name Kisi22? I really hope it is, and I hope I didn't type it in wrong. So let me know real quick if that's you. Mad Max already has his second device ready just in case he needs to switch profession. That is so thoughtful of you. Yeah, I'm on as professor. But I can change. Okay, good. I have Clutchin. I can change to I can change to Magic Zoologist if necessary. Okay. I also just opened up a spell energy gift on my iPhone so that I have a little bit more spell energy. That is my current life hack, where if I am about to turn off the game anyway, that's when I open a spell energy gift, since that currently breaks the game. Which, speaking of bugs that break the game, and, you know, bugs in general, I don't know if you guys saw that I did a video yesterday kind of giving everyone an update on the open letter that I worked on with 20 other people and Lola's response to it. So Lola did respond to it. Unfortunately, it was only a response as a comment on the forum. Sigan had posted the letter in the forum, and then Lola posted as a comment to it. So we did get a response. It's just not a super detailed response. But the thing is, like, I know that the Wizards Unite developers are working really hard to fix these bugs, and for whatever reason, the bugs are just taking longer than anticipated to fix. So I totally get that it's frustrating. You know, people want to unlock Portkeys. Like, the fact that the game rewards you for exercise, that's encouraged me to walk more. Absolutely. So we're still stuck. Like, we're still waiting. We're waiting for a fix. But I think part of the reason why it's taking so long is that they really want to make sure that this update doesn't break something else. You know, they want to make sure that this update does fix the big bugs. You know, they're trying to fix Adventure Sync and the Spell Energy gift bug and the, I think the potions in the night bus bug. So we still have to be patient, even though it's frustrating, even though it's annoying, even though we would like more communication. So that's kind of what's going on right now. If you want to see, I did a video, it's like, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes long. If you want to check that out after the live stream, that kind of goes over everything. Yeah, Clutchin found the bus. And Debbie found the bus. Okay, who else is looking for the bus? So please tell me in chat if you are looking for the bus, because we can make sure that there is a beacon, and specifically a beacon who is like your particular friend. So just let us know if you're still looking for the bus, because we can have a beacon going, but if everyone has found the bus, then we can start playing. Good tea. So good. Oh, also, I have exciting news. Well, it's exciting news for me. And if any of you live in the Southeast, then it could be exciting news for you as well. I am going to present 2 panels, as well as be a guest panelist on 2 additional panels at Conjuration. If you don't know what Conjuration is, it is a fantasy Comic-Con, or really like a fantasy convention that is held in Atlanta the first weekend in November every year. Obviously, it did not happen last year, but it is happening this year. It's going to be, pulling up the exact dates, it's going to be November 5th through November 7th. That's a Friday to Saturday. And my co-panelists are going to be Rowan Reports and Shanna. So 2 other Wizards Unite content creators. I'm super excited because they are 2 of the people I have not met in person yet. So of course I'm really excited to meet both of them. And it's also just cool to be like, hey, all these people are coming to Georgia. All right, we have so many beacons going on that I'm going to go in the basket so that I don't mess it up. Yes, so both of the panels that I am presenting are about Harry Potter. One of them is going to be a panel on being a content creator in a crowded niche, because Harry Potter is very popular and there are already tons of hugely successful like Harry Potter podcasters and Harry Potter YouTubers and like Harry Potter fan websites and things like that. So the panel is going to be like, hey, here are some different ways that you can still be a content creator even when you're interested in something really popular. Now, we're going to be talking about Harry Potter in regards to that because that is our combined expertise, but it'll be advice that people can take to other popular fandoms, you know, like Marvel or Lord of the Rings, things like that. So that's one of the panels. So that's a bit broader, and that's also mostly presentation, but we are going to have a handout so that people can kind of workshop their own idea that they want to create at some point. And then the other panel is going to be more discussion based, where we're going to briefly present and then we're going to facilitate a discussion among the members. And that is Harry Potter and the question of canon. So what is Harry Potter canon? What isn't Harry Potter canon? And we're going to discuss all the different like types of Harry Potter content that exist, from the definitely canon, the 7 original Harry Potter books, to definitely not canon, which would be like fan fiction. And then all of that stuff in between, we're going to debate it. It's going to be awesome because I obviously have strong feelings on like Hogwarts Mystery and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Are those canon? Are they not canon? Are the Fantastic Beasts films canon? Like, all of these things. So those are the two panels that I'm the one who came up with the ideas. And Shanna and Rowan both said that they would be willing to travel to Conjuration and be my co-panelists. So I'm super, super excited about that. And then the two panels that I will be like assisting on, so I didn't organize these, but by doing multiple panels, I get a free pass. Which, side note, it's a really affordable convention. The early bird 3-day ticket is only $55, which there are other conventions where a single day pass is $55. So it's a very affordable convention. And we already bought Dan's 3-day ticket. So I will be on one panel, which is sorting the Disney princesses into Hogwarts houses. Obviously, I'm super excited about that because I love Disney princesses and I love Harry Potter, and I have strong opinions about the characteristics of each of the houses. So that's going to be great. And then the other one is ranking the Disney princesses by who is like the most princessy, which I think is going to be really fun because we also get to debate the, like, what does it mean to be a Disney princess, which I find fascinating. But yeah, I love Disney. So, okay. Anyway, that's my big news. I am so excited. Y'all get to hear it first. I've told a few of the, like, the Wizards Unite content creators, my little BooTuber family. I've told some of them already, but I haven't. This is my formal announcement in the live stream. I'll probably add it to a video at some point. So, I'm really excited. Thank you, all of you guys, for your kind words. And no one has popped up saying that they still are looking for the night bus. So I am going to start a challenge. And I kind of need, I don't have any preferences. So I'm going to start in Dark 1. And we can just go up and down the chambers doing whatever. I still need Murtlaps and maybe Phoenixes. I still need a lot, but I really, really want to prestige my Forbidden Forest page. I just need a few more Murtlaps, and then I can finally prestige that. My phone is already getting hot. Okay, I'm going to unplug it. I forgot to completely charge it before my live stream started. My battery is like fine. It's just I prefer my battery to be 100% before I start a live stream. Because that's usually, that'll last me exactly 2 hours. And of course, when we have only one ore, we have a whole bunch of stuff for ores to fight. It's always the way it is. Thanks for the partial. If anyone is new here and wanting to learn about Wizards Unite strategy, then you see that I'm going into a formidable Dark Wizard. Obviously, I am deficient against Dark Wizards, but since we only have one Auror, and there are multiple Dark Wizards and Death Eaters, what our Auror did, Joseph, is that he partialed it. So he took it down, like he took down the health most of the way, and then he backed out so that somebody else like me can finish the Dark Wizard while he attacks others. And this strategy is particularly helpful with Aurors because they get a bonus on the first strike, meaning that they are more likely to get a critical hit when they hit something for the first time. And then you can see kind of the same thing. Even though we have 2 Magizoologists, there's plenty for the Magizoologists to do, and there's not a lot for the professors to do. So again, one of the Magizoologists, they took down this formidable Acromantula most of the way, and then they left it. Although also, Melissa just had a good point. She's putting in chat, does anyone need formidables? That is a task for the Brilliant event. I actually just need a total number of foes, because that's where I am in the Brilliant event. If any of our other teammates are in chat and you need formidable foes, let us know and I'll back out of formidable foes. Because like right now I'm obviously attacking a formidable Dark Wizard. But this is one of the nice things about communicating with your teammates, which we don't always get to do on the night bus, is that we can share like who needs what, you know. Joseph recently got his elite achievement, which is very exciting. So he doesn't need elites anymore. I still need elites. This is rough. You look at all these things. There's nothing for me to do. Okay, there is something for me to do. But yeah, this is just one way that, you know, you can communicate and work as a team for your bigger game goals and not just the individual challenge. So you can share, you know, formidable foes if that's a task. You can share elite foes if you're still working on the achievement. Y'all, my phone is already lagging, which is not good. I've been saying forever that I'm going to get the battery replaced, but I've been so busy. And oops, my Portkey did not go through. I don't know. We'll see what my schedule is tomorrow. I have one meeting. Yeah, I just have a meeting in the morning. Well, and then I have content going up at a certain point of time. But if I can get all that done tonight and have it scheduled for tomorrow, then maybe I can run errands tomorrow. I also need new clothes. So I've been very open about the fact that I have gained weight during the pandemic. And it's fine. Like, I'm still healthy. Gaining weight was due to unhealthy choices, but I have fixed those unhealthy choices. Basically, I'm not eating a butter sandwich for lunch every day, and I'm not drinking alcohol every single night. So those unhealthy choices led to my weight gain last year. But I need like fall and winter clothes, because a lot of mine just don't fit anymore. And because I'm trying to shop secondhand, it just takes a lot longer. Although I did give in and I ordered some stuff new online. Because it's all, it's LuLaRoe, which is a direct sales company, which is not great. But I really like the clothes, and I found some, like, going out of business sales, and so I got stuff, like, 75% off. And wearing leggings and oversized dresses fit me at multiple weights. So, okay, let me catch up on chat. Mad Max says, there's something about efficiency to be said about an aura leaving a foe one hit away from knockout. I see this as a waste of time, especially at the start of a chamber when everyone needs focus. Yeah, I think it just depends on how unbalanced the chamber is, because if there are tons of foes for the auras and there's not foes for anyone else, it gives the rest of us something to do. Debbie asks, how is my dad? Is he getting settled? Yeah, my dad is good. I don't know exactly how settled everything is. I mean, he'd already been living part-time with his wife in Greenville. I am from Greenwood. So, like, they have furniture and everything. But I know that just like I have boxes of stuff to organize, he has boxes of stuff. And they haven't hung up artwork yet. Or at least not all of it. So, I don't know. I'm visiting, so Dan and I are visiting in a couple weeks. We have a very busy October. I will be playing Dan is finally going to play D&D for the first time. My best friend Rachel, who was here last week, her boyfriend Scott has been playing D&D for a long time, and he's going to do a one-shot campaign for us. And so we're going to do that with them in person in a couple weeks. And then I'll be doing D&D with Friggin' Nerds Media that evening online. So, very busy. Yeah, looking at my calendar for October, this past weekend that we were home is the only weekend in the entire month of October that we'll be home. And the first weekend of November is Conjuration. So even though that is in Georgia, it's in Atlanta. And we're staying in a hotel just because it's so... we don't want to have to drive back and forth each day. My goodness. What is up with all these foes that are not pixies or werewolves? I just want pixies and werewolves. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. Oof. That was embarrassing. I say that's the only problem with the live streams is, like, sometimes my spell casting is not great. Like, I'm a fairly dexterous person, but sometimes I mess up and then everybody sees it. Right. Ooh, I will take that. Oh, so I told you guys, like, last week why I couldn't be here is because my best friend was here and we were going through a lot of my stuff. I'll show you guys after this chamber that there are considerably fewer boxes in my office. So we made really good progress. We also got together a one box of stuff to donate and then one bag of trash. So we made a lot of progress on that. And the trash is because, like, when we were cleaning out my dad's house, like, Dan and I just got to a point, well, I mean, I got to the point, too, even before he was there, where we didn't have time to go through all photos, all correspondence, all memorabilia, things like that. And so we just boxed up, huge stacks of memorabilia, with the intent of going through it later. Well, later was recently. So that was a lot of what I did last week, was just going through all of these letters. And, you know, the reason you have to go through all of them is that even though I threw away most of them, like, some of what I kept were letters that my great-grandmother wrote to my mom. And while it's not necessarily stuff that I need to hold on to forever, I'm going to take pictures of those letters and share them with my family on that side, because the letters are about, like, my mom's cousins getting married or my second cousin's being born. So it's just kind of cool to see this family history from 35 years ago from my great-grandmother, who, of course, died probably 30 years ago. And then, you know, some things are just fun to look at, even though I'm not keeping them. So, like, my mom had, like, a whole bunch of her report cards from elementary school and middle school, which is kind of hilarious because, I mean, I'm tossing all of those. And yeah, she also saved all kinds of random stuff for my brothers and me, including our report cards from elementary school and middle school and high school. And, like, I have a college degree. You know, no one cares anymore that I made straight A's K through 12. Like, no one cares. Right? Once I got into college, my high school transcript didn't matter anymore. And that was the last thing of grades that really mattered. I guess my 8th grade report cards mattered for getting into honors classes in high school, but that's the last time that they mattered. And it's so funny because I know that my mom talked about, like, with her mom, how my grandmother kept everything and how hard it was having to go through all of that because so much of it was unnecessary. And it's like, Mom, you were just like your mother. But Dan also laughed a bunch of times and said that, like, I am just like my mom because, like, some of the stuff that we found were stamped and addressed letters, and that just didn't get mailed out. And I am terrible about that. I'm decent about writing people's letters, and I'm so bad about actually following through and sticking them in the mail. Okay, so real quick before I start another chamber, I have to switch to my thing so I can make sure you guys can actually see. Okay, obviously, you guys, I still have a lot going on in my office. But if you guys have seen stuff before, then you know there's actually floor space over there. What? Yeah, because over there, like, just beyond my lamp was covered with boxes until last week. So it's a lot better. But yeah, there's still a ton of stuff to go through. My best friend Rachel said that she's going to actually try and come back another time in November so that we can do more, which will be awesome. That's very helpful. But yeah, I still, like I said, I still have tons of other stuff to go through. Okay, we did Dark 2. How about Dark 3? Also, my phone is so hot. Okay, guys, I'm going to go top off my tea real quick. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Ah. Just had to get some more tea. Y'all know how I roll. Hey, Cindy. Welcome. I'm glad that you could be here again. Debbie, thank you for dropping down to Beacon so that Cindy can find the bus. Yeah, I think so far we've only seen Joseph as Or. But yeah, Max can also swap out if he wants, if we need another Or. Oh, actually, we have 2 Ors in here, don't we? Oh, that's right. We also have Joshua as Or. So. Wow, Cindy found the bus already. That's amazing. Good work, Cindy. Y'all, I love having lots of stuff to do as a professor. I know everyone feels that way. Everyone just wants to be able to deal damage, cast charms and hexes. Who needs a hex? Give you a hex. A hexity hex. Yeah, Cindy wants to know if anyone who's still beaconing wants to do a chamber, and she is hopping in Dark 3. Because, yeah, at this point, we should have enough people that we can have 2 chambers going on at the same time. And then we can always, if we have people come in later, we can always have someone drop to beacon. Also, if you are in chat and you haven't had a chance to play with me and you want to play with me, let me know and we will make sure that that can happen. I want everyone to have a chance. You know, this live stream is for everybody. It's not just for me, it's for you guys too. So we can take turns. Yeah, I'm invincible. What? Okay, come on. What else I got? Pixies. Love me some pixies. Okay, well, I guess the perk of my lag is that it took me long enough to get into this battle that I could take a sip of tea. And that was important. Who can I hex? I can hex you. Okay. Sweet. I don't have any extra focus at the end. I love getting lots of hexes out. Makes me feel pretty magical, you know, like super powerful. Yes, I got a puff skin. I think I was saying Murtlap either earlier, which is Magizoology, not care magical creatures, but the puff skin is what I need. So as you can see, I'm really close to getting all of my puff skins. I'm very excited. because that's one of my last silver frames. Which, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but I finally prestiged the Triwizard Maze because those dang goblets of fire have been holding me back for so long. But they're boosted right now with the Brilliant event. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been getting tons of Goblets of Fire, Cedric Diggory, and Quidditch Captain Harry Potter, which has been super nice. Like, getting all of those really boosted ones, tons of XP, and I need Quidditch Captain Cedric Diggory, not to Prestige, but to Green Star it. And I needed the Goblet of Fire to finally prestige that page. Now that I have, of course, I need Quidditch Captain Harry Potter in order to Green Star it. But I only have a few silver frames left. I have lots of pages that are not all Green Starred, and it's the challenge ones that mostly hold me back. And those were holding me back for a while. I mean, those are definitely part of the problem on the Triwizard Maze. Like, I had Green Starred, I think, the Quidditch to the Ages book, and had gotten half of the fragments again, and then still did not get all of the Triwizard Cup. So, yeah, Debbie said earlier that she was enjoying all of the red flares. 100%. They're great for XP. They're great for, they're great for Wizarding XP. They're great for Family XP. And, yeah, just, for me, that entire family, the Magical Games and Sports, has been, just by, RNG, has been the hardest for me to prestige those pages. So most of my silver frames were in Magical Games and Sports. And I have relatively few Magical Games and Sports runestones because of trying so hard to get those challenge fragments. So, and it's been hard for me since the beginning because I remember trying to get Quidditch pitch stands in early 2020 before Ron, Quidditch keeper Ron Weasley was boosted. And I just kept getting drops for the other pages and not getting the Quidditch pitch stands. So, anyway, I can show you guys, Debbie likes seeing different people's progress. And so, when we finish up today, I can go through and show you guys where I am right now. Joseph says Wizarding XP is useless to me because I'm level 60. Yes, and I mean, I'm level 60 too, but 60 as well. I'm not a higher level than 60. But not everybody is. And so I know that having emergency threat foundables and severe threat foundables boosted, and especially with the Spotlight event, we had the simultaneous Barufio's Brain Elixir event. All of that combined is really helpful for other players. I mean, getting those last levels in the, those last few levels, so much work. I was at the point where I was basically every single time I opened gifts, I put on a Brain Elixir. Because I had so many Brain Elixirs that I was just trying to, to get the XP while I could. Yeah, Debbie, you're right that a lot of people are getting there. They're getting to 60. I honestly wonder, players who are still active, who are maybe not daily players, but who are playing the game multiple times a week, I wonder how many of those players are still under, let's say, level 55. Because, I think it's players like Dan who only play a couple times a month who are still lower levels. Which I am hoping I can get him to play a little bit while we're traveling, because I think it'll be fun to play in Nashville. I think it'll be fun to play in California. Which, yeah, sadly, Britt and Mike, their kids have fall break the same, like, next week when we're going to be in Nashville. So they're leaving either tomorrow or Saturday for a family trip. And, of course, like, we're just missing them. It's always the way it works. And then my best friend, who used to live in Nashville, whose Nashville wedding we attended 2 years ago, she and her husband moved to Denver. Which long term is great for me, because I go to Denver kind of often, like more often than other states, I guess, because I have family in Denver. That's where my mom is from. But in the short term, I'm like, come on, I'm missing you in Nashville. I'm going to Nashville, and we could have hung out. This is my high school best friend, Kimmy, as opposed to my college roommate, best friend, Rachel, who was here last week. I know, I have a lot of people I call my best friend, so it can be confusing. All right, we'll see how much I manage to get done today, like, in life, because I really want to try and get my battery replaced tomorrow before we start our nonstop travel. Unfortunately, it's in the exact opposite direction. I don't even remember. Did we just do Dark 4 or Dark 3? I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna hop in Dark 5, because at least somebody else is in there. Yeah, so the place where I can go replace my battery is south of us, and the place where the outlets are, where I could get new jeans from Gap, they're north of us. Like, I can squeeze into my jeans that I bought in 2018, but I would like to see if going up a size would be slightly more comfortable. I also need, like, a single pair of pants that are not jeans or leggings. Like, they don't even have to be nice pants. Just something slightly nicer than jeans or leggings. Jeez, what is up with all of this stuff that is not for me? Although I guess we have 3 ors, so that's not terrible. But as a professor, I would like to have something to do. I feel very sad. At least I can cast charms and hexes. Alright, hopefully I can get a confusion on this werewolf. Please, from somebody. Normally I wait, because look how bad that was, you guys. That was over 100 damage. Thank you for the confusion, but I also just really wanted to have something to do. There's nothing else for me to do. Yeah, and with the confusion, the damage goes down so much. Which, by the way, if anyone here, I know a lot of you guys are pretty awesome at group wizarding challenges. But if there's anyone here or anybody watching replay, hello, anyone watching replay, and you are looking for tips on doing wizarding challenges and you want to be better at it, you want to be a better teammate, then I do have a playlist full of Fortress videos, and some of them are my videos, but a lot of them are videos from some of the other WooTubers, and they'll help you no matter what your profession is. These videos will help you even if you can't communicate with your teammates, because obviously, you know, if you can communicate with your teammates, then these challenges are a lot easier as to what to do. But you can still be a good teammate even if, even if you're not able to communicate. So, that's okay, Joshua. I got the confusion pretty fast. So, someone was still able to get to it. No one wanted the elites in Dark 3. That's funny. Well, Syrups, if you got your elite achievement, congratulations. That's very exciting. I will try to remember at the end of stream to check to see how many more elites I need for the achievement, because I just don't remember. Cindy thinks Syrups got kicked at one point because he didn't catch 2 people getting knocked out. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, Syrups often plays with us, but he's not usually able to hang out in chat. So, Syrups, if you want to tell us later if you still need elites, let us know. And yeah, if any of you guys are playing with me, let me know if you still need elites. Because, I mean, I still need them, but I'm willing to share. You know, I don't need all of them myself. Ugh, this is so slow. Okay, I'm going to take it for the finishing off the elite. Thanks, Melissa, for leaving me the elite Acromantula. Oh, Melissa, you need elites? Why did you leave me the elite Acromantula? Okay, I'm gonna back out then. Wait, you are my Magizoologist, right? Yeah, you're my Magizoologist. Okay. Jeez, who still needs a hex? A lot of y'all need hexes. No need to apologize, Melissa. You are good. My phone is so hot. By the way, if anyone is looking for really cool Harry Potter glasses, then these are not the Harry Potter frames, obviously. These are my cool confetti frames. I love these ones. And by frames, I mean tops. So you guys can see they come off my bases. But the company, Pair Eyewear, which is where I get my glasses, they have recently restocked their... I'm going to grab a link. They have new frame options now. So they've expanded their shapes of frames. And so they have added the Harry Potter tops for all of their frames now. So if anybody wants to buy these glasses and get $20 off, that is my link. And basically, if you use that link, I get $20 off. So it's not an affiliate link. Like, I don't make money from it, but I get a $20 credit that I can use to buy glasses. Okay, I'm going to drop down to dark 2 just because I'm kind of low on spell energy. So if anyone wants to join me in dark 2. Yes, Cindy, I would like your puff skin, please. Have y'all noticed I only got one puff skin? I'm getting all of these other things that I don't need. I just want to place my puff skin. Super jealous that Cindy got to place hers. I need that luck. The puff skin luck. You're 24 out of 25 forever. Okay. At least it's not just me who's struggling to get that last one. That's fine, Melissa. So you guys, we do need a Magizoologist in Dark 2. A Magizoologist in Dark 2. Alright, hopefully Omadon will back out. Dang it. Cindy, you're a good person. I don't know who Omadon is. I'm guessing Omadon is not one of us. If Omadon is one of us, let me know. Alright guys, I'm gonna bail and start over. Okay. Still need a Magizoologist in Dark 2. Oh, okay. Syrups is in Dark 4. And I know Melissa is placing right now. Cindy, you are an angel. Y'all, Cindy used her second device to switch to Magizoologist. Oh my gosh, Joshua. Oh, I love both of you. This is delightful. Y'all are good people. Okay, so Joshua and Cindy both switched to Magizoologist, which is great. So now we can take either an Auror or a Professor in Dark 2. So, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so funny. Y'all are the best. These are the little moments that just really love. Like, I love this game so much. I love this community so much. I love doing these Night Bus live streams. And it's just little things like that. You know? Like, that was just a thoughtful thing to do. Like, both of you stepped up to help the team out. You know, you were very much in the united aspect of Wizards Unite, and that's great. Oh. And now I am a super prof, because I'm the only prof. Great. So, in other nerd news, and by nerd news, I mean nerd updates about my life, Dan and I have finally caught up with most of the Marvel stuff. I say most, it's not all. We, during the pandemic, obviously we spent a lot of time at home, which, I mean, we're still in a pandemic, but we're vaccinated, so we don't have to spend as much time at home. We watched the Marvel movies. So we had seen a bunch of them, but this time we watched all of them and watched them in order. And this spring, or not this spring, summer/fall, I finally convinced Dan to start watching some of the series. So we watched Agent Carter, which was really fun. And then I recently convinced him to watch WandaVision. In fact, last Friday, we probably binged the second half of the series as I was recovering from the anesthesia from my upper endoscopy. And then he liked WandaVision enough that we watched to Loki. So then we watched Loki, and we watched that really fast. And then we just finished watching, oh wow, y'all, this is a lot of stuff for professors. Okay, I will do some partials. Y'all just give me a second. And then we finished Black Fountain and the Winter Soldier, I think. So we finished that last night, which was also good. Actually, let me do something that is not an elite so I can take that elite. Anyway, I think... Didn't Netflix have a show, S.H.I.E.L.D.? So I'm trying to convince Dan that we should watch that too. But I don't know if it's still considered canon or not. I don't follow all of these things. Melissa, when my phone starts getting hot, I take it out of the case and press the phone to my pants. My leg tends to take the heat out. I have definitely taken out of the case before. It's just, this is a super snug case, and so it takes a lot of maneuvering to get out of the case, and I try to only do that if it's really overheated, as opposed to right now, it's just warm. It's not overheated. You guys probably know what I mean. Like, you just have your own sort of sense of how hot your phone is. Yeah, it takes me a really long time to get the case off. Oh, did I not shield myself? No, I didn't shield myself. Okay. Alright, I've done a few partials, so I'm gonna do the Elite Pixie now. Debbie, that's a good question. I don't know if Arcane Chameleon is just happy to have found people on the bus who are playing a lot, or if that is someone who's watching. Cool. Babe, you want to come say hi?
Quick hello. It's actually dry enough, and it looks like it may rain soon, so I'm going to try and get a little mowing done, because It's been raining all week.
Good luck, babe. Yeah, it has been raining all week. Hence the me having not unlocked Portkeys in a while, and me drinking even more tea every day, which is saying something, because I drink a lot of tea in the summer. So, if it's like rainy in the fall, I'm drinking so much tea. $5G phones get hotter than 4G phones. This is not a 5G phone. This is just a Pixel 3. It came out, or I don't know when it came out, but I bought it 2 or 3 years ago. I just can't remember. It's been misting all day where Cindy is. Yeah, it's just that fall weather, you know? Do I need elites? Yes, I do need elites. I can hop out and get that elite if someone wants to do some work on this werewolf. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for sharing. I don't remember how many elites I need, but I definitely don't have that achievement. Oh wow, you timed it really well too. I know it can be really hard for orbs to time it because sometimes you just end up hitting it so hard. So I realized I don't think I'm missing anyone's chat, but I only had top chat turned on instead of live chat. Oh, you know, one thing I haven't talked. Yes, I got another puff skin. Yes, I just need 2 more puff skins. Just 2 more. So excited. Okay. Yeah, Dark 2 again is good for me. Since I'm kind of low on spell energy, I don't want to do Dark 5. Okay, well, the professor party is fun. I'm going to jump out and try Dark 1 instead. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, you're welcome, Cindy. I usually, I think YouTube just defaults to top chat instead of live because I prefer live and I just always forget that I have to switch and it doesn't actually do that for me. So I don't know. Give me another sip before I start battling. Oh, so one thing I did 2 weekends ago was I went to see Hamilton. If any of you guys watch the D&D with Friggin' Nerds Media, so I do that with James and Sue, Mike and Britt, Lee and Mario. I missed our latest session because I had tickets to see Hamilton. And I have seen it before, but when Dan and I went to see it, we only had partial view of the stage. They were actually pretty good seats, especially for the price. Because it's discounted since you don't see all the stage. So we were fairly close. Just couldn't see all the stage. You know, what is going on with this? There's so many things out that are not for me. So this time, Dan didn't want to see it a second time. So I went with 2 of my friends. And luckily, Dan was cool with me spending more on my solo ticket since we weren't having to buy 2 tickets. And it was really fun to see it with my 2 friends, especially because they're a married couple. One of them, she and I went to see a show at the Fox Theater in Atlanta my very first week in Georgia. When I knew when I was going to move to Georgia, I was looking at stuff to do, in the state and in Atlanta. And I saw that Wicked was going to be here. And I love Wicked. It's a show I've seen more times than anything else. And so my friend and I went to see it together on a weeknight. Like I said, my very first week in Georgia. So it was cool to go back with her 6 years later and see Hamilton with her and her husband. Clutchin'. Thanks, everybody. Getting late here, so I have to go. Hope to catch y'all again. Have a good day. Thank you for joining us, Clutchin'. I'm really glad that you were able to hang out with us. I am normally here at the same time on Thursdays. I won't be next week because I'm traveling, but like I said, I'm usually here on Thursdays. So I hope that you come back with us sometime. Anyway, yeah, I love Hamilton, you know, like everybody else. And oh my gosh, it was so good. And it's really fun to see how different actors do something different with the characters. So like the first time we saw it at the Fox, talent-wise, of course, the guy who played Aaron Burr was amazing. Like, great actor, great singer, great dancer, just very talented. But he chose to have Aaron Burr, like, his portrayal of Aaron Burr was just kind of slimy the entire time, as opposed to seeing how Aaron Burr, like, changes. And so, I mean, it's a choice, you know. So I thought this Aaron Burr was a lot more complex in how he portrayed, or how the actor portrayed Aaron Burr. It was just, I thought it was better. But it's just, I love seeing how the different actors, you know, do this. And I loved the choreography and some of the choices with, not set design, but like props. Hey Joshua, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope your Muggle work goes well, and I also hope you get that job offer. So, sending you positive vibes, and let us know. Oh, and one of the really fun things, so this particular version of Hamilton that we saw, this tour, they were a lot more comedic. And certainly there are humorous parts in the show. You know, I mean, you can just listen to the soundtrack and be like, oh yeah, there are some jokes there. But actors can still decide, you know, like, are they really going to lean into the jokes or like keep it subtle? And these ones definitely leaned into the jokes. And like, especially King George, he was hysterical. And he came out during like other scenes that he's not in to observe and dance and laugh. It was great. Oh, and in his song where he sings like, everybody now, da 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 ya da, he conducted the audience. And so the entire audience broke into song together, which I've never seen happen in a show before. It was amazing. So, good times. Da 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 da. You're on your own. So for anyone who was not here at the beginning of the stream, just quick little update on, you know, the open letter with Wizards Unite that Lola responded. It was not a very long response, but she did respond. I have a video about it. I posted the video yesterday. You can hear my opinions on the response and, you know, what's good about the response, what could have been better about the response. So just check that out if you're interested in what is going on. I also mentioned earlier that I will be a panelist at Conjuration. I'm super excited. Both of my panel ideas got accepted. And my co-panelists are two other WooTubers. We will have Shanna and Rowan Reports. They will both be joining me, which is so cool because I have not met them in person before. Like, we've all collaborated together. We've all done live streams together, but I have not met either of them. So I'm really excited that they're coming to Atlanta for Conjuration so that we can do these 2 panels together. And if you live in the Southeast, you should think about coming to Conjuration. It's the first weekend in November, and it's going to be really fun. I'm also going to be a supporting panelist on 2 other panels. Yes, Rowan is coming. So, which is really it's so awesome. I'm so excited to meet her and Shanna. It's in person. Yeah, it's in Atlanta. So Rowan is flying in and Shanna is driving up from Florida. So it's going to be great. And yeah, I don't know if she's going to bring Wolfie or not, because I know that it's expensive. So it might just be her. It's, it's local enough for Dan and me. We're still getting a hotel because when we went to Conjuration in 2019, we drove each day. And it's a lot of driving because of, it's on the south side of Atlanta. And we live north of Atlanta, so it was basically 2 hours in the car each day. And they have cool night stuff, and so if you want to, Dan is not a night owl, which is fine. And I want to go to some of the late night stuff, and it'll just be a lot easier to stay at a hotel. And especially now that since I'm presenting, having our materials and everything, it'll be easier to have it in a hotel room. But yeah, super excited about that. And if any of you are interested in seeing past Conjuration stuff, I just uploaded a video today. The quality's not good. Let me just go ahead and be honest with you guys. I filmed it 2 years ago at the Conjuration in 2019. It was the panel I was most excited for, and so I was holding up my phone with one hand to live stream it on Instagram, and then I was holding up my camera with my other hand. And this is my older camera, so not the one I have now. And I didn't have my external mic. I don't remember why. Dan wasn't there, and I think he had the external mic. I don't know if he was going to a different presentation, we were interested in different panels, and I forgot to get the external mic from him. I just don't remember, because this was 2 years ago. And for whatever reason, when I exported it, the sound is now off from the video. So it's definitely better just to listen to instead of trying to watch, because it's 5 seconds off. I have no idea why. But the topic was discrimination in the wizarding world, which, of course, I'm a feminist, so that's the kind of thing that's important to me. And it was a really great topic, and I talked a lot. As an audience member, I definitely talked a lot. So, Sydney says we have family in Gainesville and Lawrenceville. Sydney, that's I'm right between those. Gainesville is kind of, I'm not good at directions, y'all. I'm good at them if I have a map in front of me. I'm not good at imagining a map in my head. So Gainesville is a little northeast of us, I think. We drive through Gainesville when we go to South Carolina. And then Lawrenceville is a little southeast of us. Lawrenceville is actually where we previously were going to do Wizards Unite meetups, Atlanta area meetups, because there just aren't a ton of players in our specific area, and we could meet tons of people there. Also, there's a Simon Mall in Lawrenceville, so we would just go to the Simon Mall, which was really nice. Bryn asks, what's the best gift to give someone if they're level 60? They wouldn't want Wizard XP. Yes, Bryn. Now, especially if you are, you're not talking directly to that person, then don't send them a Wizard XP gift. Now, like Debbie says, they are handy to have for tasks when you need to get a lot of Wizard XP, but I would say if you're not talking directly to that person, just try not to give a Wizard XP if they're level 60. I would say that, I mean, the best gifts are still going to be, they're the best gifts in general. So anything that has extravagance in front of it is really good. Because, yeah, we don't need the XP, but we still could use extra spell energy and better ingredients. Yeah, the witch sharpening gifts are really helpful. Like, I basically don't even brew witch sharpening potions anymore because I get so many of those gifts. Cindy, yeah, I think that is the Mall of Georgia. That is the Simon Mall. Debbie, that's the extravagant runestone gift. Like, all of the extravagant ones are really good. The one that gives 2 spell books is magnificent. And I have to say, like, so many of the people on my friends list are so generous to me. And I've said that I can't trade gifts, and I'm glad that y'all understand that. Because most of my gifts I get right now, I get them during this weekly live stream. But, like, I have multiple gold gifts that people have sent me to open up. And I do try and reciprocate at least one gold gift per person who sends me one. But I usually can't do more than that. And then I try to send gold gifts to, like, people I've met in real life and people who I know, like, maybe can't spend money in the game, which, I mean, a lot of us are not spending money in the game, but I have in the past. And I would again if we weren't dealing with so many things right now. But yeah, that's, and they're also good for giveaways, like, as you know, as a Wizards Unite content creator, having gold gifts to give away is helpful. Actually, you know what? Let's do that today. I'm sitting on like 8 gold gifts to send out. So, I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 50. And I'm going to write it down so y'all know that I'm like being honest. And if everyone who is in chat right now gives a number between 1 and 50, whoever is closest, and not like the whole without giving over, whoever's straight up closest, I will send you a gold gift. So yeah, haven't done that in a while. Why not? It's fun. I have all these extra gold gifts to send out. I'm friends with most of you. So, Debbie says she doesn't mind basic spell energy gifts when we can open them. Yeah. So, I didn't mind them when they got increased for, oh, we should probably do shields. I didn't mind them when they got increased for the play at home stuff, but they haven't really seemed to be increased in a while, in addition to the fact that they crashed the game. So, all right, everybody give me a number 1 through 50, and whoever's closest will get a gold gift. Melissa, you've probably sent me a gold gift, or maybe you've sent Bryn a gold gift. I don't know. I'm not good at keeping track of it. I've tried to... Bryn, I've tried to send you my extravagant runestone gifts so that you can improve your profession. I do, like, that's something I do. If I know that a player hasn't completed a profession yet, then I prioritize sending them their extravagant runestone gifts. Because, you know, those of us who are working on our second and third professions or our advanced adversarial combat, we don't need the spellbooks nearly as much as newer players. And I love having friends try and, you know, who get to catch up with us. Debbie, you accidentally killed the elite with over 700 XP. That's fine. Back when Dan was still playing on a regular basis, he did that all the time. Just because, like, sometimes you get a critical hit and you were not expecting that. And you dominate the elite. Alright, I'm going to take this elite. Bryn, I'm with you. I delete regular spell energy gifts and regular ingredient gifts unless they're from a cool location. So, like, when I go to Disney, and I get, like, cool Disney locations, then I'm sending all the gifts. Because I like seeing people's cool locations. You know, if you're sending me, like a regular spell energy gift or a regular ingredient gift, but it's from a really awesome tourist place in your country, I want to see that, you know? When James and Sue both went to Disney World with their boys this summer, they sent me regular runestone and regular spell energy gifts. But they were from such pretty locations. Like, of course I wanted those. I'm a Disney princess, you know? Send me all the Disney gifts. That is, like, who I am. All right, let's see. Max says that he gets so many gold gifts that he doesn't need return ones. Okay, that's good to know. And you like regular runestone gifts. Honestly, I like regular runestone gifts, too. I mean, I like all gifts. Like, they're all good. I'm not picky about what you send me. Extravagant spell energy is really helpful just like as a rural player, but I get decent spell energy at home. It's just that I do this live stream twice a week and that really, really kills my spell energy. And it's really killed right now because I joined Shanna for her live stream on Sunday. And I do get decent spell energy at home, but not enough to replenish 2 Night Bus live streams in a week. But yeah, like I have families where I'm completely out of level 1 and level 2 runestones, and so I'm having to use my level 3 runestones even in my tower chambers, which I don't like to do. So, getting runestone gifts is nice because I can replenish at least a little bit. Not as much as I would necessarily like, but it's funny how unbalanced they are. Because I don't know how many of you guys did Harrowing Halloween 2 years ago, but I have so many. Oh, somebody wants to do Dark One. I have so many Dark Arts runestones. Like, it's not even funny. And I know, and other people have way more than I do because they grinded that event so hard, and I did not. I did normal grinding. Did it start raining, babe?
Mm-hmm.
How much of the lawn did you get done?
I got the front and then maybe a quarter of the back.
Okay. Alright, we can take an ore and Dark One. Alright, Max. Thank you for joining us. In case, I don't know how long the dog walking takes, but I'm only here until 5:30. So that's only 15 more minutes. But thank you for joining us, and thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the gold gifts. So, also, you guys, don't forget, only some of you guys have given numbers. But give me a number between 1 and 50, and whoever is closest will get a gold gift. 1 and 50. And I'll send you a gold gift. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so I think after this challenge, I'm in Dark 1. Then I can finish off with a Dark 5, and that'll be the end of the stream. I'm trying to remember what Dan and I are doing for dinner tonight. We're doing pasta. We eat a lot of pasta. This particular recipe is it's fake hamburger helper. So it's basically something to be similar to hamburger helper, but you use regular ingredients. You don't use actual hamburger helper. Yes, Cindy. Bryn jumped in. Turkey burgers and roasted root veggies. That sounds good. Dan and I use ground turkey in a lot of dishes. There's some dishes where it doesn't really, like, you don't necessarily need that higher fat for the flavor. And so ground turkey is really good for that. Like, we do, one of our favorite things to do, they're called Sophisto Joes. It's a recipe by Epicurious where they're just like fancy sloppy joes. And those taste really good with ground turkey. So we'll make those with ground turkey. And then, I'm trying to remember. Oh, we'll do like pasta with ground turkey because like spaghetti sauce still tastes good with ground turkey. We have a lot of ground beef right now in our freezer, so I'm trying to use that up. Because Dan will go to the local butcher when it's on sale. And when it's on sale, though, you have to get like 10 to 15 pounds at a time. But it's a really good price if you buy that much. And we have a regular freezer, and then we have a chest freezer in the garage. So then, and he's really good about this because I'm not patient enough to do it. But he'll go through and he'll portion out the meat so that the bags are approximately 1 pound each. But then he'll also weigh them in our kitchen scale, and he'll write the exact weight on the bag, and he'll write the date that he frozen on the bag. And then obviously, and then he like squishes them flat and then freezes them that way. We also do that with chicken breasts because we'll buy, again, at the butcher, we'll buy chicken breasts on sale, but you have to get a bunch of them. And so he'll just freeze a single chicken boob at a time and then weigh it and write that out. And one time, Kroger actually had a really good sale on, I don't know if it was like pork tenderloin or beef tenderloin or what it was. But it was meat that's like usually really expensive if they're cut into like steaks or chops. And so, but they had too many of them. So it was marked down. And so we just bought that huge like hunk of meat, and then Dan chopped it into individual, they were either steaks or chops, and yeah, weighed those and froze them. Yeah, Cindy, absolutely. Like when you have to buy that much at a time to get the good price, definitely freezing it and storing it for later. It's so nice having a chest freezer, and Dan actually wants us to get another one so that we can do more. Because one of the problems is that we can only do so many things that like are for company, if that makes sense. So like sometimes, like if a rack of ribs is a really good price, we can only fit like one rack of ribs in our freezer. And so we really need, if we wanted to be able to do more things like that, then we would need a second chest freezer. It would also be helpful to have more frozen vegetables, which are just for me because Dan doesn't eat vegetables. We eat a lot of frozen potatoes too. if I get to have surgery, then I'll be able to eat even more vegetables, which will be really awesome. But right now, I can't eat very many. Seriously, what is up? There's so much stuff for ors. Like, this is absurd. Alright guys, don't forget, final call to get a gold gift. Whoever gets closest between 1 and 50 gets a gold gift. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 responses, I think. And I know some of you might already get plenty of gold gifts, so you don't want to enter, so somebody else can get it. And that is fine as well. That's very thoughtful. I wonder if I can convince Dan to watch a Halloween movie tomorrow night. We did watch, gosh, what did we watch recently? It was not technically a Halloween movie. Which is, because we watched it in September, because I pointed out that we were going to be gone for so much of October. And of course now I'm completely blanking on the movie that we watched a couple weeks ago. But it was like a movie with like witches or ghosts or something like that. That wasn't actually a Halloween movie. Oh, it was with werewolves and vampires. And it was okay, but it wasn't great. It's like famous and there's a bunch of different sequels to it. But yeah, some sort of movie with an epic fight between vampires and werewolves. It was appropriate, you know, seasonal without being explicitly for Halloween. So that was pretty good for us. Oh, hey, Snaz. Yeah, we're about to finish up. But I'm glad that you popped in anyway to say hi. Also, Snaz, since you weren't here earlier, you missed it. I am going to be presenting 2 panels at Conjuration. So these are ideas that I came up with and submitted, and both of them got approved. So I'm super excited to do them this year. And then Rowan Reports and Shanna are both going to be coming in for Conjuration and doing the panel with me. Both panels with me. Which is going to be super fun. Yeah, it's raining a lot again. Who needs a hex? Oh. Trying to get all my hexes out. This is good. This is the most laggy that my phone has been, that my game has been, and this is the last challenge of the day. So then I can rest my phone after this. Yeah, I have to finish writing an article. I have to film a video. I kind of want to go ahead and edit the video tonight too, just because I have a meeting in the morning and I don't know how long that's going to go. Yes, Debbie. So it's actually, yeah, so it's conjuration as in like conjuring something, so like magical, but then they capitalize the word con to indicate that it's a convention. It's very clever. I mean, I like it. Snaz, so I will not live stream it, but I will film my panels. So, just because I don't know how hard it would be, since I'll be presenting the panels, I just don't know, like, how hard it would be to live stream. And I obviously wouldn't be able to, like, be in the comments and stuff if I were live streaming it. I'll have to see. I'll talk to Dan about it. I'll see what he thinks, if he thinks it's possible to do both. Because I currently plan on setting up, like, cameras at the back with good microphones and then editing the panel down into, like, a video for later as opposed to a live stream. But we can maybe do both. And then the live stream would just be dependent on hotel internet, which is obviously not always that great. So, but yeah, like, Snaz also reminded me that if you guys haven't seen it, I do have a video of a panel I attended 2 years ago. That was excellent. It's a really long video though, so you should just listen to it while you're cooking dinner. Okay, I think I was going to show you guys where I am with my pages real quick. Okay, so Forbidden Forest 2, I just need 2 more puffskins, you guys. You guys saw, I did Care of Magical Creatures runestones the entire time, and I think I just got 1 puffskin. So, I did get a bunch of my baby phoenixes, though, so that's it. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I love doing this. Of course, Forbidden Forest 2, I still have a silver frame, but that's a newer page, so that's not bad. And then I think I maybe have 1. Yeah. So the Great Hall, I actually need more of the Portrait of Dumbledore. And so that's why I haven't been prioritizing getting the owl stand, because I only need 2 of those. And because I have gold frames for everything else. I think I have gold for everything in here. Yeah. And for here, that was definitely all gold. Okay, so Magical Games and Sports. Like, it took me so long just to get a silver frame on this one. And as you can see, I actually still need a bunch of, like, the regular foundables for Magical Games and Sports. I just got gold this week for Triwizard Maze from getting the Goblet of Fire. Cindy, you were so helpful. Thank you. I just got this one recently. And then I still have Hogwarts Quidditch Pitch 2. And then I think everything else is a gold frame. Let me double check this one. Yeah, so everything else is gold frame. Okay, so for the contest, I said it was closest to my number, between 1 and 50. And the winner is Melissa with 29 because, and let me show you guys. I wrote the number. The number was 21. So I did write it. So Melissa gets a gold gift from me. All right, real quick, let's see how many spell books I get. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I did not expect that. That was awesome. All right. Let me grab my spell energy. And let me find Ms. Bratface, who sent me a gold gift. So this is the gold gift that you won. There you go. Wait, so Sydney, I didn't do the math. Were you guys both the same amount? Okay, that's pretty crazy. Okay, Cindy, you get a gold gift too, because I have a lot of them. So Let me find you in here. There you are. Ta-da! Cool. And then I'll send out my other gifts afterwards. Cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Well, Melissa, I already sent you a gold gift, so it's too late. Oh my gosh, Debbie, don't be daft. That's such a British thing to say. I love it. Okay, all of you are wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my live stream. This was super fun. I love being here. Just a reminder that I am taking next week off because I will be driving, well, I'll be sitting in the front seat. Dan will be driving from Nashville to Ohio. So we are leaving the conference in Nashville and going to Ohio to see our family. Well, it's his family. My in-laws, but they're my family too. You can see my nephews. They're so cute. I love them so much. Oh, we're doing a Flexgiving. So I'm very excited. A Flexgiving. Since we're spending Christmas with his family this year and Thanksgiving with my family, we're basically doing an early Thanksgiving that's just like our family. So it's going to be great. But yes, I'm taking next week off. And then I should be back. I'll be back the 21st. But then I'm going to miss the 28th and the 4th because the 28th I'll be in Anaheim and the 4th I will be flying from California to Georgia. So yeah, October is a very busy month. So just, you know, stay tuned. Lots of videos, lots of content, lots of articles on Wizards Unite Hub. But yeah. I am going to resume writing an article for Wizards Unite Hub, but that'll be published sometime tomorrow. And there's a video to go along with it. Okay, wow. Melissa has a lot of gold and 70 keys. And Debbie has a lot of gold as well. But you know what? Y'all, you guys still won. Melissa, you still won the gold gift giveaway, and so did Cindy. So y'all get the gold gifts. But that was fun. I might do that again in 2 weeks. Okay. I have to go create more Wizards Unite content. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir, witches.